Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So those of you that are new, I like to hold each deck up to the camera to see if it is resonating with you. So starting with deck number 1, could your story be here in this deck? Alright. Or could your story be here in deck number 2? Is your story resonating here? Alright, or could your story be here in deck number 3? Is your energy resonating with this deck? Alright, so we will go ahead and get started here. Starting with deck number 1. And we have the Two of Swords, the King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. We have Seven of Wands as the central issue, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Okay. So I feel like there's a need to gain perspective on any type of situations, especially competitive situations. I feel like there could be some sort of peaceful approach in regards to accomplishing something, especially if this is a situation of competition. I feel that it's the same thing as taking the high road. So whatever it is that you feel like you need to stand your ground on, I just feel like it's going to be more of a peaceful approach. This also indicates that there is victory on the horizon. So this is you standing out from the rest either way. I feel like you're going to be at peace with some sort of outcome. Something is going to give you a peace of mind. I can see your solar plexus being activated as well. So some of you are taking your power back. I don't know if you felt like you had lost your power some type of way, but I feel like you're now feeling centered and you're at peace. I feel like you're in a comfortable position. You are able to pick your battles. I feel that you may at some point feel like, you know what, I don't have time for this. I'm just going to pretend as if you don't even exist to whoever your enemies are. And I feel like you're going to create your own reality. And it looks like you could also be living inside of your own bubble. Maybe you're deciding to fight with peace. Maybe you decide to turn off the news. Let's say you were looking at the news and there were so many things going on and you're like, what can I do? What can I do? Some people will be proactive and, they'll go and do some certain things that they feel that they need to do for community or humanity. And then some people just choose to go inward, manifest positive vibes that way, vibrate higher that way. And I just kind of feel like that is what your approach is going to be if you feel under pressure or under attack or threatened by any situation, love situation, work situation, inner conflicts, conflict with others. But like I said, it does look like it's something about your solar plexus being activated and you're taking your power back. And it looks like you also may be feeling very creative. You could be finding creative ways to channel any type of anger that you could have pinned up. you're finding other ways to use that energy. There's a lot of peaceful energy. I'm just looking at how everybody has their eyes closed and just kind of being at peace with the way things are going on. You also may be, from time to time, thinking about someone in particular, or someone in particular may be thinking about you. I do feel there is a possibility of someone being watched from a distance here. Like someone may be watching you. I also feel like maybe someone sent some sort of request, or someone called you. Whatever the case, there's some sort of anticipation going on. And so instead of allowing someone's anxieties to take over, it's like saying, you know, I'm just going to be at peace. I'm going to remain grounded, and resolve this with meditation, or, you know, by this means. So whatever the case, I just feel like there's going to be a peaceful resolve to a situation. Now, it looks like there's some sort of difficult decisions to make. You may also be at a crossroad, maybe having to decide between two people, a person in a situation. But it looks like you could be at a crossroad, and you're feeling torn. I feel too like there could be some sort of irritation, or I don't know if someone is nitpicking every detail. Yeah, I don't know if you're in a situation where you feel like someone's nitpicking. I also feel that maybe you're trying to make a blind decision, but it's something about it is driving you nuts, or you're trying not to think about a situation. You could be in denial of a person around you, or a person that's coming towards you. You could be in denial about a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Also could be Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or maybe that's your energy. Or like I said, it could be a situation where there's juggling, someone who's in and out of your life, or someone where it's hot and cold. Definitely some sort of hot and cold energy. Now, if this is about being single and someone coming towards you, this person looks like they are very clean cut. This person, I feel, is going to be very passionate. There's something very mysterious about this person's eyes, either about the shape or the color. They're coming off as very mature. They could be in their 40s or older, but if not, they're like an old soul. This person has a lot of self-restraint, and I feel like this person is a strategist. They're proactive. They may want their identity to remain anonymous or unknown as they continue to observe. This person could be your king or queen. They're very creative. I'm also getting air energy as well. This person is also very primal. Something very primal is coming off from this person. So either they have a tribal tattoo, or they're very alpha male. Very animalistic as well. So let's say this is your pursuer, male or female. They're coming off as an alpha male. And I feel like this person likes to watch their prey from afar before they pounce. I feel like this is someone who is like a hunter. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, for whatever reason, there's some sort of setbacks, or this person is undecided, or they keep changing their mind or going back and forth. Yeah, that's the type of energy I'm getting if you're single and wondering if someone is coming towards you. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like maybe there's a possibility that your partner could be withholding information, or maybe you are withholding information from your partner. There could be some sort of secrets, or someone may be feeling a little guarded. And then, regardless if you're single or in a relationship or just whatever, this is just across the board, something in regards to needing to compromise. So I feel like whether you are at work, there may be a need to compromise with your coworkers. If you're in a relationship, you may be trying to find some sort of solutions to some sort of problems that may have arisen. Or if you are completely single, you might be working on some sort of solo project. Maybe you're asking the opinion of other people. Maybe you're testing some things. I feel like that someone is testing out a project and then kind of showing people and asking them their opinions, or asking for some constructive criticism. I feel like someone also maybe literally is an artist or a clothing designer. Now, I feel that there could have been some struggles with finances or health. I feel like things will stabilize maybe within the next 7 or 8 days. Doesn't matter when you're viewing this. My intent is for these videos to extend for the next 7 to 8 days after viewing, although I do them weekly. So it doesn't matter when you stumble onto this video though. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a new opportunity. I see something being offered to you as well. This could be an offer in romance, finance. It's a solution. Something is a solution. And I also feel like you're going to get confirmation of something that you've been waiting for, or you needed proof about something. This can go to anything. Like, even let's say you applied for a loan. Like, I feel like, and maybe you were waiting to see the results. I feel like you're going to receive the results or the confirmation of something. It might be a yes, it might be a no, but at least now you don't have to guess anymore. If it was a job interview, it's like at least you'll have your confirmation. I do feel like after a bit of confusion or back and forth, like I said, it just ends up to, okay, here is what I'm going with. Here's my decision here. So you may be making some sort of decision, or someone could be making a decision about you. Let me go ahead and look at the Two of Swords here. I do feel like there is some sort of unfinished business, something that you put on a back burner, like you're going to be focusing on that. It could be a relationship, it could be a project, it could be something creative, it could be a health situation. Maybe you kept putting off going to the doctor. I feel like whatever you put on a back burner, you're going to focus on. You're going to actually complete something. Create a first step to something, and someone might help you in this decision after giving you some sort of good advice, good feedback. I'm also seeing something about a beach or desert. I don't know if you were going there. So in a love situation, someone could be covering up the way they truly feel or in denial about how they truly feel. Someone is coming off as very shy. If someone is trying to flirt with you or express how they feel, it may slip under the radar initially because they're coming off too quiet or their gesture is too small. Yeah, I almost feel like somebody is like, speak up. Like somebody's like, what is it? What? Like, for instance, if you saw someone that just kept staring at you, and you might end up being the one that becomes more assertive. Like, what is it? Like, what? Just say it. What is it? Tell me. So I feel like maybe you could end up fussing at someone or coming off as aggressive or brash if someone is taking forever to get something out. That also could go the other way around. Someone could be doing that to you. There's something going on too with people. People may be trying to influence you and you're just like, I want to make my own decision. Let me make this decision. I need silence. Just everybody, please just stop. Be quiet, please. I kind of feel like maybe there could be a lot of people kind of tapping at your shoulder or trying to put their input in. And it's just like, okay, I got it. Let me figure it out. Or you might be one of these pushy people who like trying to put your opinion on somebody and they just really need everybody to just silence. Yeah, there's some sort of conflicting energies. There also could be something going on with somebody's child, the baby's father and the baby's mom. Try not to put too much pressure on your child. Cut them some slack. I feel either your child needs to express something to you and they don't really know how, or it's very difficult for them to get it out. Make them feel comfortable and let them know that they can trust you. Also make sure that teachers or students aren't bullying your child or belittling them. Teach your child to speak up for themselves. Yeah, because I was just getting some sort of scenario about a child feeling belittled or under pressure. Someone has a confession. There is a secret, and then see, I just noticed this. Someone has been carrying around a secret, or someone has possibly been snooping around, asking around, trying to find out information about you, or trying to find out, information about you, but secretly for whatever reason. This still even makes me think of like when you apply for credit. I almost feel like your information could get sent out to other companies without permission, or there's something underhanded going on when they do these credit checks. So yeah, dealing with some sort of finances, there's something sneaky going on or some extra precaution or spy work, like they're really digging into your personal life. And then as far as a crush, or someone, a love interest, someone who's not being very vocal about how they feel. I feel like someone has been gathering a lot of information about you from different places or different people. Like I said, checking out your friends on social media, if you have social media. Even if you don't have social media, you're like, oh, I don't do anything but watch YouTube videos. It still cannot stop that person from doing a background check or trying to Google your name to see if they can find you anywhere. Or maybe someone, if you know, especially if you know this person, maybe they're still looking through old photos or, just something, trying to gather information about you. And I also see like an opportunity coming up for there to be communication or an expression of feelings, and someone's going to take this opportunity. But they're being just very shy about it. Make sure that you are coming across as a strong contender for any job opportunities as well. And then let me briefly look at the Two of Pentacles. So it could be any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like someone's energy was unstable. Either this person, yeah, it's like they have highs and lows. Whether this is you or someone else, it's like 1 minute you're inspired and motivated and the next you're not. But I feel like there's a need to find some sort of balance within. There's a need for you to also merge your energies together, or it's something that you're needing to merge together, because something seems like it doesn't match, or it wasn't working. But regardless, we are finding that solution. So it looks like you say, well, how about I take this and I do that? You might be trying to consolidate some bills, but it's just like you're like, let me take this and let me take that, and then I'll put these two together and I'm going to make that work. If it's like juggling between people, I don't know how that's going to work, but it does look like you find some sort of solution. If you were juggling between people, it's like, man, if I could just take this person's spirituality and this person's emotional state, or this person's looks and this person's spirituality, it's like kind of like, how do I merge these two together? Maybe you're discovering it's not about merging people together, but it's about your perspective, and it's up to what it is that you are looking for in a person. So it's kind of like finding compromise within yourself before proceeding. And after you've made some sort of compromise within yourself, that's when you're going to move forward. Because it does look like you're taking some sort of assessment here on what you should do in regards to your situation. And I just feel like you find a solution. So now looking at it this way, almost looks like someone could make a decision for you. Something is like fire and ice. Fire and ice. So definitely hot, cold energies are working together. Something that maybe you didn't expect to happen. So if it's in a love situation, you could be merging together really well with someone who you least expected. And you're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought we would have meshed together, but we do. Really nice, matter of fact. So it might be a situation like that. It's something very opposite about the person that you're connecting with. Job-wise, you might find yourself finding your talent and taking it to doing it at a type of company or in a position that you wouldn't have imagined. So I don't know, let's just say you're customer service, but there were no customer service jobs. However, there was a similar job, something like sales, that's more pushy, but maybe you found a happy medium. It's like, okay, well, I'll take my customer service talents and just kind of work with it and make it work for me. I just got to make it work. So whatever it is, it's like a merging of two talents, whether these are two different talents within you or two separate people coming together. Ooh, yeah, someone needed to recover. Someone needed healing. You also may be, oh, before I move on to that, like I was saying, something about this looks like an invisible energy bringing two people together. So two people who didn't acknowledge one another, maybe they were facing the opposite way. It's like an invisible spirit or like an angel comes to assist. Now, I do see, like I said, someone healing or recovering after maybe not feeling so well, whether it's emotionally or mentally or physically ill. I feel like there is some sort of recovery. Yeah, good. So we end up feeling good again, feeling happy and being at peace with a situation. Yeah, and then also whoever was shy, I feel like someone is overcoming that shyness and building up their confidence. Maybe someone had to focus on their qualities as opposed to what they didn't have. So, you know, I just feel like someone is finding confidence within themselves by no longer focusing on what they don't have, but only what they do have. So those are the messages for deck number 1. Let's move on to deck number 2. We have the 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, King of Cups, Death. We have Temperance, Page of Cups, 2 of Wands. Okay, so central issue here. This looks like, I don't know if you were watching the first reading, but again, something about, what do you call it? Meditating, healing, recovering, maybe even channeling. Some of you may have been trying to channel with your inner spirit, or you're channeling like you have some sort of spiritual gift and you're able to channel, tap into higher energies, tap into unknown resources. I feel like everything is about the merging of energies and healing of energies, making something work that wasn't working at first, maybe. Now, I also feel like there has been some sort of telepathy between two people. Two people have been exchanging. There's been like a mutual exchange of feelings between two people. You could be dealing with any sign, but we do have Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone may be getting ready to quit drinking. They're like, okay, this is it. Like, I'm tired of it. I know what I need to do. I'm going to quit this bad habit. So whatever bad habits you have picked up or you've been practicing, just looking at how the death card is beneath it, I feel like you're going to quit. You decide not to continue in something that wasn't healthy for you, something that could have been causing you anxiety. Maybe you've been taking too many college courses and you're like, you know what, this is causing too much stress. I'm overwhelmed. So whatever has been overwhelming you, you're getting rid of it. I feel like you're putting your foot down when it comes to your mental health. You're like, I can't allow myself to feel consumed like this. Maybe you feel like you've been under spiritual attack. Maybe you feel haunted. You're like, are these even my thoughts? Are the, where are these voices coming from? Is this even my energy? Maybe you've been depressed and beating yourself up. Come to find out, there's negative energy in your space. Like, you need to clear that out. So you might end up, burning some sages or doing whatever you can to clear your energy. This also reminds me of maybe those of you that do any type of natural spell work. You might be creating your own bath, cleansing bath, spiritual bath, so that you can get rid of this energy that's surrounding you. Matter of fact, if you have been feeling a little weird, maybe that's what you need to do. Make a spiritual bath. Because it does look like here you're being haunted by unseen energy. This also can be you feeling manipulated, allowing what other people have to say or their thoughts to affect you from making your own decisions. So make sure that you snap out of it, because some of you might be falling victim to something. It's like falling victim to your situation and feeling like you don't know what to do about it. You need to break out of that. Don't be the victim. I always view things as I take responsibility for everything good and bad that happens to me. That's how I always take my power back. And I know some people might not agree with certain things. They're like, well, let's just say, for instance, it was being sick. And it's like, how is being sick your fault? Like you caught it from somebody. And it's just like, well, you know what? Because I apparently wanted to get sick so that I could stay home, or because I wanted to feel sorry for myself. I allowed it to happen. That's the script that I wrote for myself. I always turn it back to astrology. That's the script that I wrote to myself. It's in my astrology chart. So therefore I allowed it to happen. Now I don't want it to happen anymore. I'm done with it. Or now that I've realized that I'm the creator of everything, I'm taking my power back. And that really is how I kind of take my power back. I always go back to astrology, and I know it won't really make sense if you're not really into astrology like that. But ever since I stumbled upon it and view this as living out, any type of karma that you've written for yourself, for whatever experiences, or to learn what you didn't learn in a previous life. I always just say, you know what? You did this. Now, what are you trying to learn from it? And I just kind of, instead of, if I find myself having a pity party or feeling bad, I just always snap out of it that way. So I feel like there's a need for you to reclaim your power. Even, if you felt like someone was bullying you, it's like, you know what? I hired that. I even joke about that with my toxic ex. It's like, sometimes it's like, I still don't know why he came into my life. He was so mean. He was so horrible. And it's like, you know what? Because you needed that. You needed that experience to get to realize, what you don't want, what you will not accept. It's like I always take that power back by saying, I wrote that part in my life. If somebody cheated on me, apparently I wrote that too. It's just like, I did that. You don't get to do that. I did it. So hopefully that helps somebody. I know that's a little of my inner thinking. I know it might sound very off the wall to some people, but that's just how I have to do it. Now, so some of you might be feeling like you're under pressure from family, or you're under pressure to keep up with the Joneses, or to have this type of image, and you're like, oh my God, I don't have this, that, and the other. Maybe you're embarrassed about something. Another personal example, this Mercury retrograde is like kicking my ass this time. Sometimes Mercury retrograde, I can feel the effects, and sometimes I don't. This time I can. I like messed up the grill of my car, and it's so ugly now, and it's like I don't have the money to like get it fixed. So right now, the only thing that's holding it up is one of those stupid bungee cords. Like I got a couple of those bungee cords holding it up now, because it like ripped away from the screws, the little hole. It's no more screw holes. So, and I don't know anybody out here that can like rig it. So it's like, oh, this is so ugly. This is so embarrassing. And it's just like now every time I see a new car, I'm like, oh, mine doesn't look like that. So this might be a situation where you are looking up and feeling pressured to have this perfect scene here. And this is also a reminder for those of you always looking at other people's lives on the internet. Don't get so caught up, because more than likely people are only posting like the positive things about their lives. You know, so you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And then don't compare your life to someone else's, you know, because it may not be for you to have the type of lifestyle that these people have. And you're like reading your cards and wondering, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? And also, if this was some sort of love triangle, it does look like somebody is waiting for somebody to spend time with their family. They're like, well, he said that he's only spending time with her because, you know, he's obligated to, or because of the finances. And you're constantly driving yourself looking at the cards and wondering if it's true, or wondering when he's going to leave from the baby mom or his wife that he's not happy with. You know, turn away from all of that. You know, I feel like you need to end, especially if it is some sort of affair. A lot of times when it shows up, it's an indication that even if the man is unhappy in his relationship, or the woman, whoever you're dealing with, they feel that they've invested too much into it. This is something very secure. They feel very secure with this person, very comfortable, very at home, and they're not willing to take that risk, you know, so that they can be with you. For some, you know, if they're already comfortable. Now, that's for those of you that's in one of those situations where they keep saying, oh, you know, I'm not really happy, but I'm just here. I feel like eventually this would be you saying, you know what, this person isn't going to change. Let them go. I decided to let them go. So that's for those of you that keep getting fed that story that, oh, you know, I'm only doing it because of this, that, and the other. No, I feel like after you think about some things, I feel like you're going to let it go. Now, also, those of you that feel like you've been ghosted in a love situation, this is why. They have prior commitments. Now, for some of you, it could be just with family, but, you know, for others of you, the prior commitments is more than likely the other person. And so they prioritize them over you. They just ghosted you, you know. Do you really want to be in that type of situation? So you might find out that you're dealing with someone who's never going to give you what you want. Therefore, it's like a dead end. Cut it loose. Now, if this is you and you feel like you are in some sort of dead end relationship, you feel pressured, you're staying in a relationship because everybody's like, oh, you guys make the cutest couple. Oh, your children came out so nice. Oh, you had the perfect home and a car, and you're everybody's ideal relationship. This might be your energy. And you're feeling like, oh, I got to stay in this relationship because everybody else thinks we should, because it looks so good to the public. It's like, get out of that. Like, end it. This could be you finally having some clarity and saying, you know what, I don't want this. I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't want to put on this illusion anymore. I'm done with it. So you might decide that you no longer want to be a part of that. Now also, for some of you, something is going on possibly with a job. Maybe you're deciding to step down or let go of whatever job you had, even if it was paying well. It's like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not making me happy anymore, or I just found a better opportunity. You know, so you might be letting go of a career opportunity or your previous career, you know, for whatever situation. Maybe you're just cutting it on and starting something new. Maybe you felt like it was a dead-end job. I'm also seeing you cut off feelings for somebody, especially if you have been holding on to someone. Let's say, for instance, you just kept praying and meditating and hoping for the day that this person would reach out to you, and you have been patiently waiting. Your patience grew thin. And then here's someone else coming into the picture, and there's a connection there. It's like, you know what, kind of feeling this person. And this person helps you maybe cut loose of another situation that you could have been stuck in. Well, stuck in an ideal. Maybe this was an illusion to you. Now I'm getting kind of mixed energy here when it comes to like your finances. It's like I feel like you have the money. Okay, maybe you're one of those type of people where just money comes and goes. So it looks like you have a lot of money, but in a way, like at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you don't have anything. It's like you're just making just enough to maintain. So it's like, well, I feel comfortable at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds very similar to my situation. It's like I love my home. I'm not living out of my means, but at the same time, I'm not making enough to do extra stuff. It's like all this extra stuff is probably done within the home or to give you some sort of comforts in the home. Or maybe it's not just maybe you have enough to take care of all your bills and stuff, but then you go on vacation and it's just like you do this all the time. And right after that vacation, you know, you start out from scratch again. It's like, oh, well, I guess I got to wait till next paycheck. But at least it's like, at least this indicates that everything's paid. Like your bills are paid. So you're not behind, you're not past due. And then you look happy because you have extra. The Ten of Pentacles is also not just completion of the nines, but it's like, oh, you got a little extra left over. You got enough to share. So it's like whatever extra you had left over, it's like you're using it. And it's just like, oh, I'm back to zero balance again. Zero, whatever. If you have something on your credit card, you had like some credit left. Now it's like, oh, no more credit. I'll wipe that clean. So that might be the situation for your finances. It's like you're comfortable, but you're always losing money too. But let me look at a couple of things here. I'm gonna start with death. Let's clarify death. Now you also may be going through some sort of transformation. Some of you, it could be painful, realizing that you have to let a situation or a person go. And I also see something that you planned on doing in the future. You might have to scrap it. So I feel like it's about you moving on and finding your inner peace. You're like, I need to let go of this situation. Now, it did look like a trip, like no longer going on some sort of trip. So I don't know if you had planned on doing a trip, going somewhere, or if someone had plans to come visit you. It does almost look like that's been canceled. But it does also look like a situation where death is representing the changes that you're going through and the way that you're moving on. But you're going to be happy about it here. You're listening to your intuition, and now you're in a happy place. And then too, I was talking about earlier how some of you may be going through some sort of anxiety or feeling like you're under spiritual attack. I feel like you're going to overcome that. So if you have been feeling depressed or dark about something or mourning about something, I feel like it just stops and then you move past that and you're happy again. Some of you, I feel like you may be starting fresh, starting new. I feel like you're learning about yourself or learning about a lot of things, learning about what's valuable to you. And like earlier, that situation that I was giving about somebody being in a codependent relationship or just a relationship based out of security. I am seeing that there's a possibility for some of you, it will be a situation where this person breaks free from that relationship. Now, it could be you. Like I said, you might be the one that's like, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. It's a dead end. And so you cut ties with that person and move forward somewhere else. Or now it's like now you're single. It does look like maybe someone is, they're like, okay, my schedule is clear now. I'm available to date. I feel like someone is also ready to forgive or put the past behind. So if there was any situations like that, I feel like that's what's going to be happening. If someone had ghosted you, or not necessarily ghosted, let's say it was just maybe things ended with you and another person. Maybe there was no closure. Now I feel like you're going to have that closure. Like someone is going to respond to you or give you some sort of explanation, and they're telling you or filling you in on what's been going on or what happened, or why they never called back, or just something. Now I do see a possibility of something very mundane, like someone's phone being dead. It's like, oh, my phone got cut off, or my number changed, or, this, that, and the other. Or someone has, maybe someone's no longer on social media. Someone could have taken down their social media page and you just never heard from them again, but you end up hearing from them. Let me look at the Eight of Swords. So this anxiety, you're letting it go. All these thoughts, I feel like you believed one thing, or you were trying to hold on to some sort of beliefs, even though it wasn't really fitting in with your life or your situation. And then finally you had to let go of those beliefs. You're like, you know what? I just had to have some sort of mental transformation. And it looks like a final meltdown or breakdown. So if you have been going through some sort of anxiety, or if you just had like a major anxiety attack, I feel like things are going to get lighter now. Yeah, for some of you, it's about having some sort of spiritual awakening. There's definitely some sort of realization. Someone also may be playing like a martyr, or they may feel like they have to, suffer for someone else. But I feel like that's no more. It's like I can't be a martyr anymore. You also may have had to let go or sacrifice something in order to move forward in life. Okay, also looks like something's been going on in your dreams. Those of you that dream a lot, or maybe you don't dream a lot, but you had a significant dream that you actually remembered. Or it might be something that's getting ready to happen, like you don't normally remember your dreams, but something will get revealed to you in a dream. I almost feel like someone also could show their true identity or appear in their true form in a dream. Something has to do with someone's image as well. Someone is getting rid of an image. They're like, I can't live up to this image anymore. So somebody has been living a lie. I don't know what the lie has been, but I just feel like someone has been living a lie. And they're just like, I can't continue with this. This is too much pressure. Or this is just too much. You know, I can't pretend to be happy when I'm not. I can't pretend to have everything when I don't. I can't pretend like I know everything when I don't. You know, so whatever image someone was portraying, I feel like we're letting that go. Someone is also possibly being humbled. This may have something to do with someone's beliefs or someone's faith. Maybe someone was holding on to family tradition, and they're like, you know, I'm the black sheep of the family, or I just can't follow through with family tradition. I'm an outcast. I have to do my own thing. Someone may be walking out of a commitment due to an affair. Like, yeah, I know we're supposed to stay together through thick and thin or till death do us part, but I can't hang. Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like someone is deciding to let go. Someone feels inspired. Someone is no longer holding back their thoughts or holding back their tongue. They're like talking. This can be either you or someone coming towards you. It's like, no, I can't hold back anymore. So it does look like someone was suppressing thoughts or suppressing their gift. Maybe it's like, I don't want to intimidate people. I don't want people to think I'm too good, or people to assume this or assume that. But I feel like someone maybe doesn't feel like suppressing a gift anymore either, if someone does have a gift. So yeah, those are basically all the messages for deck number 2. So let's move on to deck number 3. We have the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. Oh my God, I swear this person calls me at the wrong time every single time. 7 of Cups. I wonder what that is. 3 of Swords and the Wheel. You guys ever experienced that? It's like somebody is like constantly, it never fails. They call you at a time when you just cannot answer the phone. Okay, so we have a situation where I feel like things are changing here. With the Wheel, there's something that's shifting in your life. I feel like you're moving towards a new season, a new cycle. I feel like you're breaking free from any type of illusions that you have been floating on or holding on to. You could have been hurt in the past, or there could have been some sort of betrayal in the past. I just feel like you're deciding to break free from that. It's like maybe something was fun at first, but maybe it's not fun anymore. It also looks like something's going on in regards to escaping. I mean, this could be any type of escapism, from meditation, drugs, or literal running away, running off, following your dreams. That's what I see too. So somebody does decide to follow their dreams. They're like, I'm following my dreams. I don't care what people say, or people have hurt me, or people didn't believe in me. I'm chasing my dreams. So here it looks like you are preparing to just move forward. You're going towards a calmer place. I feel too that maybe there's been some sort of telepathy going on. Some of you are going after maybe a childhood sweetheart, or maybe a childhood sweetheart is coming towards you, or someone from your past. It can be anyone from your past. I feel like there's an incoming soulmate. Yeah, dealing with romance. I feel like there's an incoming soulmate, and I feel like this person has already been intuitively preparing you for their arrival through telepathy, mainly telepathy. Could have been indirect communication, but I feel like it is telepathy. I feel like the time has come. Someone is deciding to follow their destiny, even if it may hurt other people around them. I feel like someone has thought about something long and hard. They're like, I've already thought about this. I weighed my pros and cons. I know what's good for me and what isn't good for me. I'm only choosing to accept things that are healthy for me. So it looks like you are making some sort of healthy choice or healthy decisions. I feel that there's a need for you to really look at the things that are significant to you in your life. Like, I feel like you're using some form of discernment. And you see in the past what worked for you, and you see in the past what didn't work for you. And now comparing the two things, you know what you have to do. So I feel like you are now making a logical decision after maybe something could have been weighing heavily on your heart. And you've decided to make some sort of changes in your life, and these are more positive changes. These are healthy changes in your life. So it could be with eating, it could be relationships, it could be you escaping or getting out of any type of affair. If you were in that type of situation, maybe you come to the realization that it's not worth it. There's a possible literal pregnancy going on. I almost feel like someone is saying, I'm going to carry this baby. I'm going to have this baby. I don't care what people say or what people think. I feel like this is the best choice for me. So I don't know if people had talked you out of having a baby, or if at one point you were trying to talk yourself out of it. And now I see double sixes and double sevens. There also could have something to do with choices or couples. I'm seeing balance being restored regardless. I feel like balance is going to be restored to your life. You're getting back on track, maybe after some sort of turbulence, maybe after having your head in the clouds. I feel like something brings you back down to reality. You could be also watching someone, or someone may be watching you. Could be dealing with air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or someone with Venus in Scorpio or Scorpio. But I'm feeling like maybe someone has something to say. Two people have been thinking about each other. There has been mental thoughts going back and forth between two people. Someone knows that you're watching them, or you know that someone is watching you. It's like, I know they know. This look in his eyes, he's like, I know they know. So I feel that there is something about your intuition maybe going off. I feel like something is like warning shots. So I don't know what warning shots would be in your situation, but I almost feel like you've been prepared or warned for something. And this person looks like they are definitely prepared to take action, whatever action is necessary. It's like, whatever action is necessary, that's what I'll morph into. If someone is ready to love me, I'll morph into love. If someone ready to fight me, I'll morph into a fighter. If someone is wanting to come to me to communicate, I'll morph into an intellect. Like, whatever, I feel like this person is preparing to morph into whatever energy is coming towards them. So it could be you getting ready to transform or morph, or the person, whoever you're coming towards, is like ready for you. They're like, I'm watching you. I'm watching. There's also some sort of communication. Some of you may be waiting for a package. Make sure that you're looking out for your package too before you get some sticky finger people, neighbors, or whoever, because it does look like someone also is spying. Maybe you're literally looking out for a package, but your neighbors are too. So make sure you stay on your toes with that. It's just funny how this person has these cannonballs behind them, because it's like she's fired up, or she's got her ammo ready to attack. So that could be any type of verbal attack. It's like, I know that person's going to have something to say, so let me be ready. Let me be prepared. I already know what I want to say. So let me go ahead and start looking at a couple of things here. I feel like someone is also maybe ready to fall in love. Maybe someone had been guarded at first, but they're like, okay, I'm ready to fall in love. I'll give love a chance. I'll just allow this to play out. I'll see where it goes. This could be the love of my life. I feel like two people are going to get to know one another in a love situation. If this is for an interview, I feel like you and an interviewer are trying to get to know one another, and they're watching you very closely. They're very good at reading body language. They're like, I wish you would lie to me. I'm going to look at your reaction when I ask you about this. Or you might be the interviewer, and you're very good at observing people's behavior, looking at how they're shifting. Are they looking up? Are they looking down? Like, someone is being very detail oriented when it comes to things like that. Okay, let me look at the Six of Swords. I feel like there's a need to tread lightly. It's like someone is testing the waters before plunging in. So I do feel like someone is getting ready to go after something that they're passionate about and taking the first steps to do so. It also looks like either if this is you and you're getting ready to move forward with something, you could be very shy, very awkward, but you're trying to break from that. You're like, I don't want to be mentally handicapped. I need to break free from that. So I feel like you guys are trying to break free from some sort of thoughts that you were having. Even too, if this was a situation where you were suppressing your thoughts towards someone that you were attracted to, it's like, I don't want to hold back anymore. Someone may be fearing that you're going to get away. Now, I also see this as mainly someone coming towards you, though. Someone's coming towards you who's been under a lot of pressure, borderline depressed or deeply depressed. Someone's been covering up the fact that they're sad, or when this person comes towards you, I feel like they're deflecting. They're not really being straightforward with what they're going through. They're trying to pretend like something doesn't exist. Someone's pretending like they are okay when really they're broken inside or insecure inside. They're not healed. I feel like you need to be aware of what you're getting into and not look at something with rose-tinted glasses. And let the person know you know. I know you just told me this and that, but this is what I think. I'm going to go ahead and listen to you, or I'm going to go ahead and move forward with this situation, but I don't fully believe you. This is what I feel. You know, and I just kind of feel like that's what's happening. It's just like, you're not telling me everything. You're covering something up. I hope that you will tell me when you're ready. It's like, let them know you know. Don't go into something like, well, I hope. No. Call it out. Call it out. If they want to continue to play, let them play. Or you can just dismiss the whole thing and be like, no, until you come to me correct or completely honest and okay. But it might depend on the situation. Like, I don't know. Like, people mourn in different ways. Like, it could be a weird situation where maybe someone is in mourning, but when they come to you or when they're around you, they're like, I'm fine. Like, let's go out. It's like, are you sure? Are you okay? Like, are you emotionally good? And they're just like, I'm fine. It's like, no, they're not. You know, so I feel like it's something like that could be going on. Stay away from anyone that has misused you in the past. This is not going to be the case for everyone. And then I also get that scenario where someone is running back to you only because it didn't work out with the other person. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. They realized that they were chasing an illusion, chasing a fantasy. They learned a lesson, and now that's why they're coming back. So don't let them try and tell you they're coming back because this, that, and the other. It's like, no, you're coming back because your last shit didn't work out. I know what happened. You know, so I just feel like you should call somebody out on their BS if that is your situation. See, and I just saw something about a garage again. I don't know what's significant about a garage with some of my viewers. I don't know. Something is going on with the garage, like literal garage. I also feel like there's some sort of changes to the home. Either you are moving out or someone moved out and moving in with you. For some of you, this might just be a trip or a vacation. Something could be a secret trip. Someone feels guilty about what they did in the past. Someone feels guilty for not being themselves. And I feel like someone wants another opportunity. And I feel like they want to be themselves this time. They want to be vulnerable, but they might come off kind of faking it first. I still feel like someone comes, I don't know, they're covering something up. I'm going to look at the King of Swords. I'm seeing something significant about Christmas and mistletoe. Maybe that's someone's birthday, or maybe that's the time frame. Someone has a secret. I feel like someone has a secret, and there's something that's very significant about this secret. Again, it just looks like a secret trip. Secret desires, or someone you might be secretly planning on pursuing something. You didn't want to tell people about it. Someone is chasing their dreams. They're like, this is what I always imagined. This is what I'm doing it. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like what I imagined, but I'm going for it. So I feel like someone is geared up and they're entering a situation where they know it could go either way. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I always want to say, I hope that makes sense to you. Someone does have a secret about their feelings that they're willing to reveal. They may have some sort of romantic feelings for you, or it looks mutual. And they were trying to tell you telepathically at first, but I think it wasn't working. So now someone may be coming to you directly. So you all have to keep me posted. Let me know if that that dream traveler came to you directly. That astral traveler. All right, so those are the messages. Hope they resonate. If you guys want to reach me, make sure to look out for the videos of when I'm taking phone calls. I normally post a notification when I'm taking phone calls. And then also, and I apologize, sometimes the company has problems with the phone. So hopefully you're able to get through. Also, if you want to email me, payments are collected on Fridays for video and email readings. So if you don't have that price list, make sure to reach out to get it. All right, thank you guys for watching, and many blessings to you.